Um, oh, I have arrived onto the internet. Couple people here. Who's here? Speak up, yo. I'm gonna guess Paul. No, Paul usually says something before I even get on if Paul's here. Hey, Paul's here. Talking about my mama. That's rude. Steve's here. How are you guys doing? You're the only two here. It's just the three of us tonight. Oh, people will find their way in. They better find their way in quick because we got to do short show tonight. I know I say that like pretty frequently, but tonight is actually going to be a short show because it's Boy's birthday. It's Boy's birthday, and we're getting pizza delivered, and we're going to finish off Daredevil. I thought we were going to finish it last week, but it wasn't Daredevil night last week, so it's Daredevil night tonight. We're going to finish that off for his birthday, and we're bringing in pizza. And hello, friendly people. What's going on, my friend? Oh, I am very low energy today. I don't know what it is. It was all day. It was just very sort of sluggish feeling, like sort of a little bit lightheaded and just sort of really low oomph. Kind of like you feel when you're like on the bounce back from a flu, but I'm not, but it feels that way. Like I just kind of feel sort of like meh and heavy and brain foggy. Tyler Peterson showed up. Look at that. That's nice of him. He's here for his annual episode. Somebody put it on the calendar. Tyler showed up April 26th. And he checked in, and now he's good for 6-7 months probably. Because he's a bad friend. The pollen in the air. I'm usually not a spring allergy kind of person, but I don't know. Maybe. Oh, let's change it to live chat. 3 minutes in, I remembered. So far, the drive center hasn't gotten stuck. Tried my Sorby steb center and one-way rig safety center. Okay. I've been a bit, yeah, you have been bad friending, but you've been busy, right? Didn't you buy a house? Didn't you tell me you bought a house? Mr. Fancy Pants? With his house buying? You and McGill buying houses. Pinnell won't be here tonight. He's on his quarterly vacation. Home ownership is a full-time job. Did you buy a crappy house? Because that's what we can afford these days. You buy a fixer-upper. I'm here. Looked at the local flea market today for an egg beater drill for you. Nope. Yeah. Tim's supposed to be. I don't know if you remember, but when I sent him my plane to refurb, I dropped my egg beater drill in there, thinking that he could do that one too while he was at it. No. Is he at the Motel 6? I don't know what hotel he's staying at. Mr. Guy got a fancy. Everything's fancy today. I don't know why. I'm a little bit. I'm gonna pretend like I'm not jealous of Chris Pinnell and his vacation. It's not my place to say where he is or what he's doing, but let's just say that he sent me a couple of pictures, and he was in a very cool place. Did something today to my house that you wouldn't. Mowed my lawn. Yeah, I mow my parents' lawn enough. I'm not gonna do a line. I mow my parents' place lawn often enough that I just don't feel like doing mine. I'll get to mine eventually, maybe. Oh, he has volunteered to say what he's doing. Yeah, I didn't want to say. He's at like a 2-night show. I thought it was last night. I thought it was 2 nights ago and then last night. Was there a night in between? A double show Metallica. Found the Millers Falls 3 and 5 in the same town in different places. Stupid luck. Universe wanted me to put them in a drawer and cherish them, forgetting I own them. Yep. Yeah, first night was what? It was Suicidal Tendencies and Pantera and Metallica. And then second night is who? A friend of mine was at the Metallica concert in Syracuse, New York last night. Yeah. And he was like right up front too, like a cell phone picture of like, yeah. I'm not gonna, probably loud. Nothing else matters. He's there for Metallica. Yeah, nicely done. It's true. I think it was like Limp Bizkit and somebody else second night. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Victor Rock, 4 months sober yesterday. Good work, my friend. I remember month 4 being sort of, I think it was maybe month 5 was really where I started to feel better. Like it started to feel a little bit less anxious. Eric Habakabaka's here. Did my first powder coating project this week. That sounds like nonsense. I don't want to do that ever. Making a driving light holder for my black Harley. The one that you had to return 7 times within the first week and a half of owning it. Had a tooth pulled on Thursday. Ugh, fell off the wagon that night. Felt like dog shit on Friday. Today's day 1 again. You know, you're on your journey. Don't let anybody tell you what the right journey is for you. Well, the replacement to the one that had to go back 7 times. Okay. This one only had to go back 4 times in the first week and a half. How far is that drive, Chris, to get to Toronto? I imagine he probably flew. It wouldn't be well, I mean, you could do it in a day probably, but you got to cross like most of Quebec and part of Ontario. I think he probably flew. And also, I would be less jealous if he would have paid like a real amount of money for the 2 nights of Metallica and a bunch of other bands for not anywhere near enough money. Like, not an insignificant amount of money, but not as much as it should have been. Mike, you realize the last time I had a drink was the last time you drank on the show? Really? Wow. I am in Canada, Bilbo Jenkins. I'm almost as far left as you can be and still be in Canada. Love the wall art behind you. Thanks. This is the video that just came out today. In case you haven't seen it, the video that released today was me making all of these. flew for a concert. Well, I imagine. Like I say, he made it. He might have driven, but it's a pretty long way. Actually said nice things and wasn't a smartass. Oh, look at you. That's personal growth. And he plans on coming down to Courtney soon. I don't know that I usually plan to come down to Courtney. I kind of like pop down when necessary. And it's pretty frequent. Like I go down every couple weeks. Usually, like I'll whip down and I'll get gas and a couple of things at Costco, and then I'll go over to the wood shop, the lathe store with the wood, and I'll grab a couple of things. Or we go down once in a while when there's a movie worth seeing. Wall art was a good video. Thanks. Felt a little long. I don't know. I don't know what people are gonna watch anymore because I'm not a normal. I've established that I am not like a normal YouTube watcher, and for me, like 20-25 minutes, like cool. If I'm interested in the thing that's being done, like I'm good. Like you give me a half hour, I'm fine. But I don't know. Let me know when you do. Maybe pop by and see the house. What's your work schedule look like, though? Because usually I can come down. Honestly, usually I'm coming down on a Wednesday, but it's sometimes Tuesday. I don't go down Monday because the wood store is closed. So usually Tuesday or Wednesday is when I come down. Sorry, the U.S. is yeah. Patreon photo of your paintings, one that looked like it might be a painting without the wood mountains. Well, hold on. Showed one that looked like it might be a painting without the wood mountains. Detail below the line that would cover. Oh, the one that I did. The one that I put up on Patreon also had my oil painting in it that I was teaching on Wednesday night. I did a practice in my shop, I think is what happened there. Maybe that was Instagram. I don't know. Are you talking? Was it like pink on one side and purple on the other side, and there's like a reflection in the lake? Felt a little long. That's what she said. Yeah, she did. I don't know. Monday, Friday, 8:30-ish to 4:30-ish. Oh. Well, how's that going to help? I work on the weekends. Off next week. Parents are in town. Well, let's tentatively plan that I'll pop down on Wednesday this coming week. Is that cool? We'll talk. I could make a trip down on Wednesday, probably. If it's good or interesting. Good or interesting. One or the other. I don't care how long it is. See, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, but it did, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not good at judging what people are going to sit through. Like, especially when I'm editing, I'll be like, do you need this many table saw cuts? Probably not. But what I don't want to have happen is like skipping something and then people get confused. Like people who know how to make things out of wood, they're like, wait, how did you get from now? Why are these like this now? You know, I don't, so like they're not education, but they are supposed to show the process. Looks like a lilac color. Yeah, that was the oil painting that I did for Wednesday night at the shop. It was like a class that I was teaching. So, as I do, I thought maybe I should paint it once before I teach it to other people. So that was that. Sounds good. Okay, we'll touch base before then. Maybe remind me. I'll see if I can remember. Wednesday, Courtney, Costco, Cascadia, Tyler's house. Whereabouts are you? Are you still up by the Costco, or are you? Is your shop now part of your house? Are you still in the? Oh, we'll talk. Let's not do it here. Are you still in that shop, like out south? You only need more table saw cuts if it looks dangerous and has a perspective that makes it look wildly dangerous. Yeah, that's true. Get people yelling. Oh, what are you doing? I get enough. Like, I don't get a lot, but once in a while somebody be like, "Where's your blade guard?" Having lunch with my Facebook arch nemesis tomorrow. The one that I know that guy's name. He's something else, man. That guy. He seems unpleasant. Close-ish. I'm just off the old highway. At the south end? Like on the Walmart side, or on the old Dodge side? Same shop. Okay. It's actually a longtime friend from my Navy days. He seems like the kind of guy that would he seems like he would enjoy making a teenage girl cry because she brought her French fries and he ordered the baked potato. We both agreed no politics. Yeah, I don't know that that's a thing that can happen. I don't know. Maybe. North side just off Dingwall. I'm trying to think where Dingwall is. North side, so by the Dodge, like coming in from my direction, old highway, up by the now abandoned Dodge dealership. My wife and his daughter will be there, so it will be nice. Okay. For pylon tools. I'm not sure I know where that is. Anyway. Okay. We'll see. On Wednesday, usually I'm like, I take boy to school, and then I'll come home and like crush a couple cups of coffee and then start making my way down. Sort of like, usually when I go down, I'm down there from like 11 to 1 kind of thing. It'll make sense when I give you the address. Well, hopefully. I'll find it. I'm not just gonna drive up the highway and start yelling. Like, went to the Northern Woods Expo today. Voting on them was difficult. Whoa, it's like show where you get to cast votes. At 5, I loved and could only vote for 3. Oh, I hope that you voted for the best 3. Don't vote for anything mid-century modern, because that is garbage. Everybody can like what they like. Live edge furniture and mid-century modern can just... No, I'm kidding. Father just gave me his CNC machine with a 5-foot bed. Planning on making guitars. Oh, Elusive Electron is getting into the guitar game. That a guy. I should really get back to making guitars. I got 3 like partially done guitars that have been partially done. Two of them have been in progress for a number of years. And one, the third one, is, I guess you would have to say, also a number of years now. I think I got it to the point that it's at 2 years ago. Cremona has videos on the Northern Woods Show. Oh, the one in the mall? The one in the mall that he brought, I think he brought his kid's bed to it one year, and maybe the Highboy. And George von Driska puts it on, I think, maybe, or he's involved in some way. Also hit 1 year sobriety from alcohol last month. Hey, right on. How are you coming along? I'm almost at 9. Well, I'm at 8.5. I guess not really almost 9. It was August 10th was my last drink. So yeah, closer to 9 than 8, I guess. Just finished a bass body for a build that was commissioned. You don't make, is it a Telecaster bass? Is it a Telebass? Post-acute withdrawal symptoms were a lot better now. For me, it was, I didn't really have a physical, well, everything, I mean, yes, I did, but I wasn't like DTs. I was just, it was more of a mental fortitude kind of game. And it's not a game. I mean, I think I documented it fairly thoroughly. I'd be interested to, I should go back and I should just watch them. I should make a playlist of them and do them one after another and see if I can. P bass. Okay. It's the one with the pickups that go like this, I think. Like that. So it's Minnesota Woodworkers Guild. Yeah, I think so. George hasn't done Meet the Makers. I thought George in some way was involved with the Minnesota Woodworkers Guild and that show, but maybe not. Do some commentary. Yeah, do like a watch along at these old videos with me and see my reaction to watching them again. Maybe that'd be cool for like the 1 year, if I get to 1 year. Have a watch along party where we watch the whole playlist of them and I talk through it. That'd be weird. No, I don't know. Build me a jazz baseball. I mean, he takes commissions. Gotta pay him. Like, spare knees and ankles and stuff ain't free down in the States. So, like, you gotta pay him. Hate it when someone cool comes and is 5 minutes away, but I only find out a day or a week late. I don't think I've ever had that happen because nobody comes here. George's Woodworkers Guild of America. I know who George von Driska is, but I thought in one of the Cremona videos where he putting his stuff in the mall, he was talking about George being involved. Or maybe it was on a Wood Talk when he was talking about having his thing at the mall. I'm fairly certain that he said that George was like involved in some way. Jimmy DeRust is restoring a house about a half hour away from me. Oh, sweet. He seems like a pretty decent dude. I don't watch his stuff, but I don't watch a lot of stuff anyway. I've watched some of his things and not been pissed off that I had done that. But I don't know. Never been a DiResta fan. Too damn arrogant. I could see how he could come off that way. I read it a little bit differently. I think he is absolutely confident in his abilities, and I can see why he would come off as arrogant to a lot of people because he's got his fucking name all over everything and stuff, and he's a little bit brash sometimes, but I don't know. I see him kind of riding that line between confidence and arrogance. I don't, but I mean, I've never met the guy. George does a lot. He's fairly high gear type. I think it's funny every time I watch one of those Woodworkers Guild of America things. Just for a while, I was watching. He does a live thing too, where he answers questions. But there's just so many questions that come in that he's like, I don't know. I don't use hand tools. I'm like you're like the editor and director and like creative force between the Woodworkers Guild of America, and he doesn't know anything about hand planes. Like, it's weird to me. And he doesn't have any interest in it. He's an all power tool all the time kind of dude. And I'm like, that's cool. But it just feels a little weird. It's an annual Maker Faire near me that DiResta attends in the Catskill Mountains. Gotta love those Catskill Mountains. They kill cats there, and that makes them a fantastic place. Because cats can suck it. That was weird. So in case you weren't around right at the beginning, it is short show tonight because it's boy's birthday. And I just heard wife go to get pizza. And so when she gets back with the pizza, we're going to finish off Daredevil. So we'll go for a bit, probably another half hour-ish. But we got to wrap it up fairly quickly tonight. Good morning. It's not morning. I'm sorry. Live in the now. Fucking Australians. Join the rest of the world. Hello, everyone. Great video today. Hey, thanks. Did you think it dragged on a little bit? I watched it again after it had gone up, and I was like, maybe could have tightened up a few. Like, maybe it didn't need to be 20 minutes long. Plenty of people I'd be excited to meet. High on the list is Michael Fortune and Michael Petkovich. Yeah, I want Petkovich to sign my book. And he seems like a genuinely good human being as well. I don't know too much about Michael Fortune. I know about his work, but I don't know much about him as a person. Happy birthday, little Mike. His name is Sven, and he is 15. Catskill is a Dutch word. Is it Dutch for murdering cats? Creek of the Cat. Oh, because they drown the cats in the creek. Because of the mountain lions and bobcats that used to be all over. Oh, okay. $15. Damn, you're getting old. Yes, I am. I'm feeling it more and more every day. But I haven't had anything replaced yet. And I'm not Tim Allen old. So So there's that. He's going to be driving your Titan. No, he's going to be driving the Mazda. Pretty sure. But we'll see. So maybe once he gets a driver's license, I'll just start drinking again so that he can come pick me up from places. It's one of the things I like best about not drinking anymore is never having to, like, never having to worry whether or not I was going to be able to, like, go someplace or leave someplace or whatever. I'm just kidding, by the way. Learner's permit and all that excitement for a young person. We were talking about it not that long ago about how it's like, any day now we're going to have to be talking about getting them learning how to drive. And he was like, no, I don't really really see a reason. He's like, I don't really have anywhere to go or do anything. I'm like, you will. Right now, maybe you can't think of too many places that you want to go and do things, but you will. My first artificial part came when I was 23. Yeah. Broke left ankle while in the Marines. Ran 3 miles on it after breaking it. And then as soon as your son was born, he started breaking more parts. Pretty sure. He was like 2, and he took out one of your knees. So when we hear your wife roll up, it means the pizza's here, and I gotta get her wrapped up. Is basically what I'm saying. Finish off the Daredevil show. I very much enjoyed it. I wish I would have watched the first one, because it feels like there are some references that I would have been better to have known. But even as a standalone show, it's pretty damn good. I was a super nerd, and driving to Comp USA was a big deal to me. What's Comp USA? It's where I drove to pick up a new big box PC. Oh, Computer USA, probably some kind of conference. Or is it a store? Pick up a new big box PC game every 3 weeks. Huh. Was that like Comp USA? Is that kind of like Best Buy? Like, Comp USA was a store, went out of business many years ago. Oh, okay. Was it like Best Buy? My son was 21 when he got his license. He was 23 when he wrecked my car by slamming it into a curb so hard he broke the front axle. 3 months later, he totaled it. Okay. They wouldn't let me I got my learner's license when I was 15 because we had driver's ed in school. And they wouldn't let me take my driver's test on my 16th birthday. I had to wait till the day after my 16th birthday. And the day after my 16th birthday, I went and I got my driver's license with 0 marks off on my test. And I took my mom's van back to work. I was roofing. Roofing a United Church at the time, and I left to go get my license, and I came back driving the van. And then don't tell my mom. Okay, I'm pretty sure she still doesn't know. Then we hooked up the little trailer full of shingles and stuff to my mom's van and took it to the dump, and I started taking jumps and things. And I'm pretty sure that I put a bird through the oil pan of my mom's van. Don't tell her. Pretty sure that she still doesn't know that I did that. But we went out to the dump, and I was taking my mom's van off some sweet jumps. Old computer store before Best Buy Circuit City. Smaller, like a strip mall size. Oh, okay. I won't tell her, but she probably knows. She probably has an inkling. Like when she took it into the shop and they said like there's a bird beak like punking through your oil pan, she probably figured out that it was like EB Games in the mall was only games, but similarly awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. Is it a minivan? Yeah, it was like a Dodge Caravan. With like sliding door on the side and stuff. Nostalgia's a drug. Yeah, I know, right? I can't even remember for the life of me. I still can't even remember like how we hooked up that little utility trailer because I don't remember it having a. It must have. I think it's the only thing it ever pulled though. Too funny. Yeah, it was thinking back on stuff like that is it's pretty funny. First car is always so memorable. My first car that I owned that was in my name, 1977 Chrysler Cordoba. Big tank of a beast of a car with these huge, it was a two-door and they were, each door probably weighed like 1,000 pounds. It was just like this enormous beast of a tank. All like wrought iron or something. It was a heavy, and it was, yeah, it guzzled gas pretty good. And then I lived in that for a bit. But that's a story for not today. When I was a kid, we bought our first computer, a Commodore 64. You weren't a kid when you bought a Commodore 64, Tim. Commodore 64 came out. You were riding in covered wagons and shit. You weren't a kid when the Commodore 64 came out. Riding in covered wagons and shit. He's not sending my plane back. Oh, I have fun. I got to teach again tomorrow. I got to teach Dremel carving tomorrow. Then I don't teach again. I'd have to look at the schedule. I don't teach this week during the week. I might teach again next Sunday, but I don't know. Oops, your 5.5 fell off the bench. Yeah, well, good thing you West systemed it back together last time. Now it's probably still fine. 73 Volkswagen Super Beetle. Oh, look at you. That's a cool car. That's a cool first car to be able to say. I have to renew my license this year. I have to drive over 100 miles to get an appointment before it expires. Do you have to renew your license because they're like, because you're old? Like, do you have to go like on a test for your like cognitive abilities? I don't know. Like, we just renew our licenses up here like by filling in a form on the internet. That picture doesn't look the same. Oh, so you're gonna go renew your license because you have a beard now? It was pretty funny. I do think though, I think that should be something that's introduced. Like no ageism or anything like that, but I do think that people need to be tested more for like cognitive capacities when they're operating motor vehicles and they start to decline, because there are old people, there are senior citizens who are just perfectly good at and everything until they're 100 and whatever years old. There are some 80-year-old people who should not be behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. And I think that we should take their driver's licenses away. Same way, like, you don't give a kid a driver's license until they can prove that they can safely operate the motor vehicle. I think once you're on the decline side of things, you should have to, maybe every 5 years, just go for a road test. It should not be that big a deal. Just go in, take the road test. If you pass, you're good. Like the 30-year-old people, it shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Maybe everybody should have to go every 5 years. That would bog down the system. But I think the 30-year-old people who shouldn't have a license could still pass a driver's test, like a formal driver's test. Like, they are still capable of operating the motor vehicle. They just choose not to a lot of the time, I think. I feel like it's more of a matter, it's not a matter of ability, it's a matter of desire to safely operate the motor vehicle. A Honda Prelude is almost as old as I was at 18. Pop-up headlight. Ooh, Mr. Fancy pop-up headlights. Does it have a sunroof? Little Isuzu truck. Hey, those are neat. Larry Stone, how you doing, my friend? If you base it on how well someone operates a vehicle, most of the idiots on the roads would lose their license. Sure. But again, I think that's more of a decision making. Like, they are capable, they choose not to, as opposed to not being capable. My first was a 1963 Morris Mini. I don't know what that is. Was it a ute? Fucking Australians and your weird words. And you're living in tomorrow. Hated it when the damn headlights got stuck up. I remember when I was a kid, I was like enthralled by cars that had headlights that popped up. I thought that was super fancy. Like, that was slick for a little kid to see, like, the headlights pop up out of a car. Like, that was neat. And then my buddy's parents always had a Jaguar, and I loved all of those cars. And every few years they would like trade it in and get a new one. I don't think it was a lease, but they went and got a new Jaguar every few years. And the year that they got one, and the windshield it was a heated windshield, I was like, ooh, that's fancy. That is. Like, not just the big black lines on the back window, but like the front window would defrost. I was, damn, that's fancy. And ever since I was a kid, because my buddy's parents always, well, not always, but like every few years they would get a new Jaguar, I have always wanted a Jaguar. It's like my dream, like, luxury vehicle. I don't know. I don't think I want one since Ford took them over, but like one of those ones that my buddy's parents were driving. I'm obsessed with utes. Eric Eric Habakauka sent me pics of his and his wife's utes, and they looked pretty slick. I gotta admit, they're pretty slick looking units. Smoothest ride I've ever had was a Jaguar. Yeah, and just like the comfort, the smooth ride, and just like it felt like it was giving you a hug. I almost bought one, but between 2 or 3 cars ago, I almost bought one. I was actually in the process of filling out the paperwork to get the loan secured. And I want to say it was like a 2004 gold XJ6. And this would have been in about 2017, 18. Maybe, give or take. It wasn't that long after I had moved here. So yeah, probably 2017. And it was 9-ish years old. And leather heated seats and the whole bit. But I did the same thing. I was thinking, like, can I afford? I mean, I could afford the payments of it. But if something broke, I don't know if I would have been able to get it fixed. And my Alfa Romeo was pretty nice, but my wife's new Jeep Compass is comfortable. I had one of those. I had a Jeep Compass. That was the Jeep Compass is what I traded in on the Titan. A white Jeep Compass. Sean McGill finally showed up. Are you all moved in? You all set up? You turning wood? The sedan, ute, and station wagon are all the same chassis. Yeah, they look pretty slick, I gotta say. My dad had an XJ6 V12. Yeah. CD changer. Yeah, those blocks, the CD changer, that you take the whole pack out and then you put like the 6 discs in it. And then, yeah. Mom has a Jeep Compass. Not a fan. It was okay. It was a step up from what I went from. Before the Compass, I was in an 03 Chevy Malibu. And when I got the Compass, it was like the last one on the lot. It was new. It had like 47 kilometers on it or something from a couple of test drives. But it was like the last one on the lot at like blowout price because the new shipment of new ones is coming in. So it was my first time having a new car where I was the first person to own it. In fact, that's still the only time I've done that. But it was a solid step up from the Malibu, that's for sure. The sedan, ute, and station wagon are all the same chassis and handle almost the same. Yeah. New electric truck 2027. Slate truck, $20,000, American-made electric pickup, no paint, no stereo, no touchscreen. Is this your plan? That's not a proper sentence. The new truck 2027. That's not a sentence. Are you going to be buying an electric truck? And why doesn't it have any paint on it? Why, like, just... Still have to figure out where to store my guitar and bass amps. I was just about to talk about the cello again. I have a problem, you guys. I'm hearing a song that there's a song rattling around in my head that needs to come out. But I can't write it. I can't write it because I don't want to hear it on the wrong instruments. And I'm pretty sure that it is a piano and cello. And so I'm in a conundrum. Like, I want to write the song, but I don't want to hear it not with the instruments it's supposed to be. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I could just like use a computer and like emulate the sound, like figure out what the chords are going to be. And I have a keyboard. I could probably learn piano. Like, come on. And then if I figure out what the cello line is, there's got to be software. I could emulate a cello. Are people talking about cars still? A little bit of back problem. Oh. Nope. Can you hum it to people? I don't know anybody who plays cello. The sedan, how many times are you going to say that, Eric? I'm pretty sure that's like the third time you've written that sentence out. You put your guitar in the back glass like people put their rifles. What? Fruity Loops or Ableton Light could do it for me. But I'd still need to know the chords for the song. Like I'm just hearing the song. And I don't have the words yet, but I can hear it. And the way I'm hearing it is piano and cello and lyrics. And I don't want to hear it not with those. You're not friends with the symphony? We don't have no symphony. We got a couple of bigger bands, but I don't think any of them have strings in them. Anything else to say about the paintings surrounding you? Any desire to do a project roundup / upcoming? What do you want to know about the art? The art is I made it for, we're doing a teacher's exhibition at the Crow's Nest where we're turning over the majority of the walls at the studio to the teachers who teach there. So I needed to make some things to fill some space. And so I did. And I'm also teaching a class on them this summer. So I thought that was a good way to show off what people who take that class are going to be walking away with. Gonna go, all right, later. Bye, Paul. Someone needed a place to put his guitar. I think he's talking about in his house. Doesn't Gretchen play a cello? No, but Sean McGill has a cello. And he doesn't really want it. The cello was totaled when my son. I didn't know. I don't remember you talking about you playing the cello. That's sad. You making more? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make another one when I'm teaching the class. But at this point, I've made 10 now, I think, and that's probably enough for a bit. I will build Gretchen a cello. It'll take me a year and it won't be cheap. If you're going to build somebody a cello, no, I cannot afford it. was sad, and yeah, no, I could see you not wanting to talk about that. There's a boy video researching the what? Boy video? I don't know. Should trade the cello for a guitar? Like, really? Done. Wait, do I have to make the guitar? Or you just want one of mine? Because I have too many guitars. I happily trade you one of my guitars. You can't have... You can't have the... No! Shut up, Tim. This is my deal. You can't have the Takamine or the 12 string or the Ovation, because the Ovation is like my longest serving friend. That's a weird way to say it, but that is the thing that I have had with me in my life for the longest. So it's like an attachment issue. Yeah, I would trade you the cello for any of the other ones. I'll trade you the cello for any two of the. You want two guitars? You can have. No, that's a garbage guitar. You don't want that. We'll talk. You can have guitars and. Make me one then. We'll see. I'd rather give you two of the ones that I already have, because we'll get it figured out. If you're Ovations are like lazy lovers. They start out fun, but they always end up slipping off and end up on the floor. You can't play them sitting down. Stand up. Put the strap over your shoulder. Fucking just stop sitting down with your Ovation, idiot. You can make a bass guitar? Maybe make you a bass guitar. I've got a couple electrics and an acoustic already. But I only have one bass. I've never made it, but you want my first bass guitar? Because it might not be any good. I wouldn't want to trade you a decent cello for what might be a garbage bass that I made in my shop. But if that's what you want, I don't know that I would want to trade my first bass anyway. I would probably want to keep my first one, but I don't need any more guitars. I play drums and Mike. Oh, we can talk about it. It's not that different, just less strings and more frets. It's true, and it's longer. I play drums and Mike made me a drum. It's true. Can't see why he can't make you a guitar. The drum was a lot easier to make. The drum was just a box that you hit. Has a snare in it. Would get more use than the cello is now. Oh, okay. Even if it was my first crappy bass. All right, okay. We'll make this happen. I'll make you a bass guitar in exchange for your cello. That sounds like a fun deal. And then it might spur me to actually make the bass guitar, because I know, essentially it's a sale. It's I know when I finish it is going to its home and I am getting something in exchange for it. So it's like a commission, kind of. So it would maybe force me to actually do it. And it would get a video out of it. Yeah. Gonna make an electric violin for my first instrument. Hey, sweet. I was thinking about making an electric uke. I think that would be fun. I think you should make an elegant box for an old amp. I have thought about doing that. I have an old amp that I actually got specifically to put a new box around, and it was gonna be cherry and sapele to match Dawn. Oh, hold on. Grab pizza. Okay. I gotta get her wrapped up, guys. We got, wife has said that, grabbed pizza and on my way home, she said. Okay, we got a little while. But she's on her way, so she's gonna be pulling in here pretty quick. No Todd here tonight. No Todd. No. Well, Paul's gone. Pinnell popped in for a second before the Metallica show. Speaking of making things, I had to search all over the house for the title to a van I just agreed to sell. It should have been in a box. It's true. It absolutely should have been in a document holding box. If only you had a box to hold documents. Oh, there's one. Oh, we're sitting over there on my bandsaw right now. Since you're here, do you want it to open this way or this way? like a book side? So like long side, short side. Do you want to open like more like a book or more like a, you know what I mean, right? You drive 30 minutes for pizza? I don't. But it's Boy's birthday, so she probably went to the good pizza shop. We're not getting Domino's. I mean, he'd be fine. He doesn't care. His favorite pizza is probably Little Caesars. Like he's an idiot. I'm just kidding. But we'll probably get she probably went to get a better pizza. Because if it was Domino's, it would have just been around the corner. Like Domino's is there and back in a dozen minutes, probably. Maybe not quite, but you know, like a book would be better. That's my default tends to be that the hinges should be on the long side of a box. But I was just picturing, because of its purpose, if it opened this way and then letters and documents could come in and out long ways. You know what I mean? Think on it. And then we'll talk. Because it's not like it's close to being done. Well, it's not far from being done. Basically, just kind of need to determine which way it opens and then finish it up. Andor's freaking great too. That'll be after we finish Daredevil. Every third week will probably be Andor. Undeveloped taste buds. Yeah, I just don't think he really cares that much. He's just like, pepperoni pizza's pepperoni pizza. And he's like, it's all fine. Can't stand Domino's pizza. I think Domino's pizza is, I've said it before, I think it is the best of the garbage pizza places in terms of the value for your dollar. But it doesn't make it good. It makes it best value. I'll think about it and let you know next week. Yeah, that's fine. I think I might actually take no, I can't. I was going to say I might take a week off from making stuff. These arts, man, like they were more of a ordeal than I expected to just like, this is not the first time I've made art like this. So I was kind of like, oh, I'll just crush out a few of those. It kind of got away from me, and it like wore me down a little bit more than I expected. And I actually thought for a second that I was about to say I might take a week off from the shop, but I don't think I will. I think you get your box ready for hinging, and then maybe back to the shop stool. Or I got to make Sean a bass guitar in exchange for a cello. Who's delivering what, by the way? You gonna drive the cello up? Well, you come up to Comox a lot more frequently than I go down to Vic. I feel like you should be the one to do. next time you're coming up to visit the in-laws or whatever. No, maybe not the next time. It might take a number of months. Have you seen the series The Last of Us? No, but I've heard good things. I don't watch a ton of TV. We watch once a week. We have like family movie night. I do movie in quotes because sometimes we rotate. So like Sven's pick, sometimes he's got a series that we're going through. And so every third week it's your pick again. And nobody has ever picked Last of Us. What's it on? Is it on? Because I think we're down to Netflix and Disney Plus. I think we're down to in terms of our subscription services. In-laws want to come down here to see the house. Well, we're not in a hurry. Like the bass guitar that I'm going to make for you is we're probably looking at Christmas. HBO. Oh, Crave. Wait, maybe we have that. I don't know. I don't know what we have anymore. I know we dropped Amazon, because fuck them. Fucking guy and his dick rockets. Fuck that guy. Want me to spoil the latest episode of Last of Us? No, because I might get around to it eventually. Isn't Nick Offerman in that? He's good. Cello isn't going anywhere. Okay. You better not, because now we made a deal. It's a permanent on the record, on the internet. Everybody saw it. I'm making him a bass guitar, and he's going to trade me a cello for it. Yeah, don't spoil. Nick was in 2 episodes. Oh, I thought he was like one of the actual. Cool. Cello comes with a nice bow and a sweet hard case. Bass guitar comes with, you're lucky if it's got pickups. You're lucky if it has pickups. Oh, there she is. I hear her. She's pulling around. She's going to back up. And then we're going to wrap it up. Short while to learn to play the cello, then that song can come out. Well, yeah, I got to learn the piano. Got to learn cello. Then I can write that song on those instruments. And I hope it doesn't suck if I go through all that effort. Sounds pretty cool in my head. You're lucky if it comes with pickups. It'll come with pickups. Get Tyler to do the fretwork on it for me, though, because I don't want to. Make her come on and say hello. That's not a thing that's going to happen. She's not a public-y face on the internet type. I mean, her face is on the internet, but no, she doesn't have any interest in that. I'll fret a bass, sure. No, I'm not going to let you fret it. I'll put the frets in and then you can make them good. If I let you fret it, it'll have like 48 frets in it. Sean, you want 48 frets in your bass? Because we'll get Tyler to do it. I'll bring the neck down there, I'll drop it off, and he'll just cut 48 damn slots in it. Hey, Mike, happy birthday. All right, I will pass along that everyone wished him a happy birthday, even if they didn't, because they're bad friends. And we will bid you adieu, as it were. I'm going to go watch the end of Daredevil, I think. Pretty sure that's what's happening. And eat possibly delicious pizza. I hope it's good. Might as well go fretless. Hey, that's a lot less work. Sean, you want a fretless bass? That's less work. All right. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. I'm going to go find out what kind of pizza we got and watch the end of a pretty good show. Bye, everybody. I will pass along the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Next week, yep, good to go for next week, pretty sure. Wait, the 9th is the extravaganza at the shop. It's Friday. So, yeah, I'm good for a bit. I don't think I'm actually occupied on a Saturday evening until a long time. Anyway, bye for now. Thanks, everybody. Go watch the art video if you haven't watched the art video. Stick around to the end. There's bloopers. Bye. I gotta go eat.